Hey everyone, today we're going to talk all about the Hamilton Shopping and Sightseeing Tour. Let's get into it. Howdy everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Thanks so much for coming to check out the video. If you like this video at all, please give it a little thumbs up there, and we would love for you to subscribe to our channel. We're just a small travel agency trying to give you the best information possible about cruising so you can plan and go on an amazing cruise vacation. So recently we got off of Mariner of the Seas. We went to Bermuda. It was amazing. We spent 3 days in Bermuda, 2 overnights. It is the 12, I think I've spent 12 days in Bermuda this year. So I'm trying out a bunch of different excursions. I did we have some videos on the Gosling's Rum Cruise, some videos on the Bermuda Triangle sightseeing evening cruise, which was really fun on the glass bottom boat. I did the West End trolley tour, and now on this particular trip, I did the Hamilton Shopping and Sightseeing Tour. This tour was really good. When you get off the ship, it's very simple. You'll see people with signs. Again, all the cruise lines run pretty much the same excursions. They are all kind of run by the same companies, so it's easy to kind of pick it out and see what's going on. You can book a lot of them through Viator as well. But I booked this through Royal Caribbean directly. I got off the ship. I was greeted immediately. I went to the spot where we were supposed to meet. And then within 10 or 15 minutes, we were escorted to the small boat that takes you over to Hamilton. The people there were great. There were a lot of people on this. It was a little over 100 people, which is a little bit too much for me usually for a tour, especially if it's going to be intimate. I would like it to be a little bit smaller. But it was great. We did a small ferry-like boat over to Hamilton. They were very informative on the way over, showing us some beautiful scenery, pointing out like Mark Twain's house and some other things along the way. And then once we got there, there was an optional walking tour, or you could just go on your own and shop. So I wanted to do a little bit of both. We had about an hour and a half over there in Hamilton. So as soon as I got off the little ferry boat, I hung out for the tour. Here's what I'll say about the tour. The young gentleman that was running the tour was probably in his early 20s. But he knew enough about Hamilton. Obviously, he's from Bermuda. Knew enough about Hamilton to make it interesting. However, it wasn't like a buttoned up. If you're expecting like a buttoned up tour of like, this is this and this is how, it's not going to be like that. He took us to a few different places where they have their court system, the police stations, City Hall, and a few other little scenic places along the way. Talked about a little bit of the history, the legal system, how it relates to the UK. Did a good job, but it's not like a very official buttoned-up tour. Very low-key and casual. However, it was great. Once that was done, I walked around a little bit on my own. I wanted to grab lunch in Bermuda and have some like traditional Bermudian food. However, one thing to keep in mind when you go to Bermuda, apparently the lunch places are open from like 11:30 to 2:30, and then everything shuts down until dinner. The only things I found that were open were on the main little strip there, and they were all like Americanized restaurants, which is fine. So I went to a Irish pub called Flanagan's right there on the main strip, and I had a great lunch. I had a rum swizzle, which is obviously a Bermudian drink. And then I had prime rib sandwich. Everything was really good. The food was great. Everything was really, really good. Then we boarded the boat to come back. I did a little bit more sightseeing, walking around, shopping a little bit. I'm not big on buying things while I'm away, so it's just more stuff for me to carry. So going back, same thing. We got some drinks on the way back. We were given the opportunity to look around and view some things, and then got back to the port. The whole thing lasted about 3 hours. If you want a little bit of a taste of Bermuda, of Hamilton in particular, I think this is great for you. You can also just choose not to go back on the boat. So you can use it as like a ferry. It wasn't very expensive. It was under $100 to do the tour. So you could have done the boat ride over, done the fun little walking tour, and then shopped or had dinner over there if you wanted, and then jump on the ferry at night, which is not very expensive for the ferry. There are 2 ferries, just so you know. There is a public ferry that has the traditional Bermuda colors on it. And then there is a public ferry for like us to get on there for visitors. The inside Bermudian one is for the citizens, people going back and forth to work and things like that. So wrapped up, got back to the ship at a reasonable time, and then carried out with the rest of my day. But we had a great time. I thought it was a great little excursion. We got a little bit of a taste. Next time we're going to do some St. George's stuff. So stay tuned for that for the next time we're in Bermuda, and we're going to be putting together a port, a little more of an intensive, like how to navigate what to do in Bermuda. So thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Once again, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel. We put out a brand new story video every day about cruising. So come along and join us. Thanks so much. Bye.